Alright guys, we're back with some more MX versus ATV Legends. Today we have 2024 Indianapolis. It is Tuesday, probably the day, well, the day is Tuesday when the track comes out and probably the day you see the video. So the track should be available to you today, but yeah, the track drops every Tuesday before Saturday, the real life event, and this track is pretty cool. I do have quite a few laps for you because there's a bunch of different. The track feels like it could race pretty well in the game. There's a bunch of different lines. I tried to get most of them for you, minus maybe some of the really big video game lines out there. So overall, pretty cool. I also do want to kind of go over the stadium because we haven't been doing that. And yeah, should be pretty good. So yeah, let's just jump into it and check out 2024 Indianapolis. Like I said, I kind of want to talk about the track, show you the track, and go over the stadium. But first, the track. So this track has some pre-made ruts in it. We did see this kind of in at A2 in the game. But this one rhythm section has some really deep ruts in it. And I would assume with some terrain deformation, that's going to get pretty crazy probably, right? So it does have some pre-made ruts in the corners too. But yeah, Indy... probably real life will be really ruddy and really tough, really hard track to race. So they kind of tried to replicate it in the game. So track cool. In the stadium, they've been doing, Rainbow Studios has done a great job. For the most part, they've been trying to make similar stadiums to the real life event. And this looks good. And it is something that I haven't really talked about it. And since we only have one track, I feel like today was a good day to kind of discuss it. But the stadium looks great. Indy's stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium, I think, looks really good and equally as good as the track. So yeah, let's just jump into it and check out 2024 Indy. Okay, so 2024 Indianapolis, this track is pretty cool, pretty simple, but it does feel like it could race well in multiplayer because it has many different lines you can take. I did get a chance to play this track for a bit longer than most of the tracks this year so far, so I feel like I was able to get some of the different fun, big, small, consistent lines out there. Maybe not the big, huge video game ones that some of you guys that are very good at the game can hit over and over again, but some of the ones more casual, not as good players will be okay with probably. You'll have to let me know in the comments, but yeah, so the first lap here, well, the second lap will be very similar. And we'll kind of go over the track and talk about the different sections. And then we start to switch over into different lines and line choice around the track. So you can see the pre-made ruts in this short rhythm section. And the reason I ran that lap a bit longer is because you can hit that rhythm section from the outside then and have it be, what is it, a triple into the corner. This section here with those small jumps and roller, you can quad. I will show you after this lap. This rhythm section, this short one with the tables, many different ways you can hit it. In this rhythm section, the biggest one on the track, can be hit many different ways, and I kind of saved the best way through it towards the end. Also at the very end, I do have the track during the day in time attack, so you can see the bells and whistles, you know, the tough blocks and stuff, and the freestyle ramps aren't in the way like they seem to be on all the replica tracks. I don't know why those ramps are in such a weird spot, but yeah, and that's the reason I chose, or the reason I chose free ride is because I am not that good or consistent, and I like to reset and test parts of the track, and it works best in free ride. There we go, quad, and I know we didn't hit it great, but it's actually really easy to do. It's just I'm not very consistent. And then we jump to the second table. That jumping to the second table is a little bit more difficult in my opinion, but definitely doable. But the rest of the video, I just go double. I know it isn't the best way through it, and the quad isn't hard, but it was just inconsistent for me because I hit that corner really weird, and I'm not very good at the game, so it was easier to make the video hitting the double. And then we take the inside here, hit this rhythm section a bit different, and then go quad double, which I don't necessarily believe that is the best way to do it, to go quad double. I feel like actually going triple is probably a bit faster, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really done too many timed laps on the track. And then that triple before the finish line double was more tricky than you would think. Taking the inside, you kind of have a notch in that one jump, and so it's almost a wheel tap. If you go outside, I just kept losing momentum and not being able to, the bike would bog down, and I kind of messed it up. I got a bit better at the end, but yeah, I struggled there. And then here, you don't have to wheel tap. I know we took the inside and wheel tap the lap before, but you can actually just jump over to the table from the inside. So probably, unless you're trying to do something really, really big, the inside's probably going to be the way to go. And then the whoops, just jump in, jump out. Quite easy this week because they're a shorter section of whoops. But yeah, and it helps me because I literally am terrible at trying to blitz the tops of them. And then the sand section, I didn't really talk about too much. Kind of a dragon's back. And then we connect back to the first short rhythm section. But overall, the track is good. It's really cool. Many different ways you can hit it. Like I said, I have a bunch of different lines. I mean, here we take the inside and quad over the two tables. Probably could do more. And then double. I do not feel like that is the best way, but I already talked about how I feel like this track could race really well in multiplayer. So just bunches of different places you can make passes, or if you mess up, you can just take it a different way. And then the next two laps, we hit that back, the one long rhythm section on this track. In my opinion, the best way, and I do have a couple things I want to say about that rhythm section, just based off of how I was able to take it. So we're going to kind of wait until we get to it again, and then kind of ask you guys that are really good at the game what you think. But in my opinion, this would be the the best way to hit the rhythm section. Not this one, but the long one coming up. So we go outside. This is very easy to do. Jump over the table and then quad, triple. Now, I have a feeling, because I have seen some players that are very good at the game, I have a feeling some players are going to be able to jump one farther. So not just jump over the table, but the next jump after it. I feel like there's going to be some players that most definitely can do that. And then since that next jump is really big, I think there's going to be some players that jump in and jump out of that rhythm section. And while no way that's realistic, it's going to be very, very fast. For me, we hit this lap the same as we did the one before, basically. But for me, I was turning a 50.09. So for sure, if I tried hard enough, I could get a 49, maybe even a 48. Just trying to run the best lap I can. But yeah, so if you check here, if you were to jump one further, yeah, I mean, man, that's a long ways though, right? So I don't know if it's possible. I'll be curious to see when you guys start trying it out. But yeah, for sure, a really fast lap time on this track has to be mid 40s, right? Maybe low 40s even. So the track is very fast, very short, very quick, but just because there's so many different ways you can take it, even if it is a shorter track, it still did turn out really well. And again, I feel like it could race quite well in the game. So here we have some time attack laps just to show you the tough blocks and the different time of day and all that stuff. We also get in the rut, and you can see it kind of messes us up. We kind of cross-rutted because I didn't really plan on jumping into that rut, but it kind of sucked us down into it, and then the bike got a bit sideways. So they definitely made or added a bit of difficulty. It's not a big deal. I'm not saying that it's like something you have to pay attention to every lap, but they definitely, I love that they did it because we know Indy's probably going to be really, really ruddy, really gnarly track. And they kind of tried to pre-replicate that track even without the terrain deformation on in the game. So pretty cool. Even being a simple track, Indy was one of the tracks I probably preferred just because of the different options we have as far as line choice goes on it. And then this is the final lap, just again showing you the tough blocks and the bells and whistles on it if you were curious. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have tried the track, what's a fast lap time? What's the best way around it? Here I also go step on, step off, and you can triple off real easy. I just messed it up, but I feel like that might be the way to go. Maybe not. Maybe just jumping to the second table and then tripling off probably is the best way. But that rhythm section is the one I'm most curious about. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you've tried the track. or what you think about it. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.